Now, just before the developer was ready with feature X, he realized that there are some pending works, and as luck would have had it, that involved changing the same piece of code which was actually bug fixed and is actually live in production, but he's still not seeing it because he's holding on to the older copy. Nevertheless, he, let's say, goes ahead and says hello feature X because that is what he's working. Now, ideally, this should not happen. If the project has been well planned and the separation of concerns have been done, this kind of situation should be avoided at all costs. But for the sake of demo of merge conflicts, let's still go ahead and do something like this. Now that he's done something new, we'll go and also say, let's say minor minor change. So remember, he's still on feature X branch. He also did the minor change here. And now what happens is the developer's work has one commit which is not there in the master. The master has one commit which is not there in the developer. But unfortunately, they both are conflicting with each other, which we are not at all aware at this point. The developer thinks he's done with his work and he is ready to raise a pull request for it to be reviewed. But as a good practice, we need to always check out the main branch and find out what's going on there before we do anything with our branch. So in order to do that, let me just say git checkout main. So it is actually letting me know that my main branch is behind by one commit. So I'm sure that something has gone ahead there since the last time I did get my copy here, and it is also advising me to do a git pull to refresh my local branch, which is the main branch, and I'll definitely do it to see what are the incoming changes and even otherwise to update my copy. So I'll just go ahead and say git pull. So now I saw that there is one insertion and things like that. So if you see here, you can even see it here. Yes, now that we are in the main branch, there is no feature X file. That's okay. So we'll probably go ahead and close it either ways. So here I see that it has now changed to git. So this was the bug fix actually. Okay, in fact, if I want to do a quick log, I can also check who changed, what they changed, and so on and so forth. But either ways, let's say I kind of did not remember that this is conflicting. And so now what I do, I just switch back to my feature branch. And then I decide to do a merge now that I have the latest copy. So probably let me do a CLS on this. And then I'll say git merge master. Now that I don't have to specify anything like origin or anything because my local master is up to date with the origin. So I'll just say merge my master onto the feature. I'm sorry, it's called main here. My bad. And the moment we do that, we see that we have a problem with the, let me close this problem window. We have a problem with this particular line. And if I just zoom this in here, you can see that the current change which I am proposing has the words feature X, whereas the incoming change from my master has hello git in it. So current change is what my branch is trying to do. The incoming change is from whatever I am trying to merge it with. Okay. So now you can have a quick discussion around this with your teammates, and even otherwise, just by looking at the logs, you can understand that this was a bug fix, and you need to forgo a your feature. Let's say if that was what decided. Now there are different ways in which you can resolve it with the various possible options. You can choose to have both, or probably you can have one message which says hello git, and now you're into feature X or something. So basically, let's say now for the simplest thing, I can just accept the incoming change, since that is more important. So I have the incoming change now, and if I open the terminal again, I do have to change this, and let me do a CLS here. Fine. Now, if you see the git status, it has the merge is not complete. So we have modified our program.cs. Now this is for my featurex branch. It says you've modified something compared to what it was before. Now I need to commit this. So I will say git commit. Now this is just like any modification you do, and you follow it by a git commit. Git commit minus am, and I'll say merged. I'll not mention anything about the conflicts. I've just silently resolved it. Merged with main, something like that. Merged with main. And that should do it. So now my feature branch is ready, and it is also been resolved of any changes. I'm sorry, any conflicts that we had. So if I probably do a git status now, it says nothing to commit, working tree is clean. So now what I need to do is to push this branch onto the origin, which we will see next.